I walked past a house in Cambridge that was boarded up at the time, and it had lots of keep out signs. It had been a very grand building. There was something about the fact that you don't often see these kind of buildings in Cambridge, and I thought that's really intriguing, that idea of not being able to get in somewhere that you're curious about. And I thought, well, what could you make from a story about a house that you can't get into? What would happen if somebody was there and was living there? What would that be like? And I really believed all the time that I could be doing something that was a bit darker, involving the kind of subject matter I wanted to be working on. I had worked for David Fickling Books. He said, come in and bring your portfolio and bring any project you'd want to do in the world. It's just such a responsibility to have your dream publisher invite you to bring your dream project, and that's what I took to that meeting, and that's what became Thornhill. I went to art school in Suffolk. I loved drawing, drew all the time. And in those days they said if you like drawing, you don't become a fine artist, you become an illustrator. I applied for illustration courses, and Cambridge was one of the ones I applied for. Luckily, I got in and just fell in love with it as a subject. I developed a love of reading and literature and books, and then all of these things began to come together. I just knew I didn't want to do anything else. I've been very lucky to be published on and off for 20 years, a range of different types of publications. I've been mostly doing things for older age novels. I really, really love working on other authors' books. It's that magical thing of having their words and trying to illuminate parts of what they're doing. And I love the process of working for those writers and on those books. And throughout the book, I have wanted to put in all the clues to all the books that I really love. Jane Eyre has been a massive influence, and I read the book every couple of years or so. The house in Jane Eyre is called Thornhill Hall. I wanted something that could echo that in some way, but also just by the very nature of the name felt slightly uncomfortable. And it was almost instant. I'd done 2 or 3 drawings of the house and I knew it was going to be called Thornhill. I had to make the houses physically so I knew what they would look like. I collected dolls and dolls' heads because Mary, who lives in Thornhill, is a doll maker and a puppet maker. Knowing how they worked and how they looked and what made them feel a little bit disconcerting was something that I could then invent later on when I invented the interior of Thornhill.